living in North America in the 21st century
usually means less outdoor space and lots of walls. Now, how can we create beautiful and productive gardens using this vertical space? One answer is a brand spanking new hanging garden platform
from Home and Business. It's called the Plant Flourish Vertical Garden with irrigation.
Stainless steel mounting brackets ensure a firm grip on a wall using draw plugs and screws supplied. The module hangs securely off this frame. Now there's a bit of play here. You can see I'm moving it from left to right. Position it in the middle so that you can add other modules on easily. The individual pots just slot into that holder, and each one has got a little mat inside, and the idea of that is to stop all the dirt blocking the drains. Now each pot is supplied by a pre-installed pressure compensating dripper. Now pressure compensating essentially means that each one of these pots is going to get exactly the same amount of water. Now the water can drain from the top pot to this one, and if you want to make the best value out of that water, you can add additional modules underneath so that they all get their bit. Alternatively, you can click on this little drain at the bottom here and attach a hose to take that drainage water away from that individual unit. What to plant? Look, the possibilities are endless. First up, I'm going to set up a herb garden. Now you can pick up these
herbs just the right size from your local store
and literally just pop them into the pot, add a bit of good quality potting mix, and they're ready to hang straight onto your wall. Right, well there's thyme and lemongrass to add to my collection. So it's simply a matter of just slotting those into the spot like that, and just give that a bit of a twist from left to right. Now you'll notice that each of the drippers comes with a little tail, and the idea with that is to push it right into the centre of the pot to make sure that the irrigation distributes that water evenly right throughout the pot. There we go, a little bit of fluff and whatever, and that's all ready to grow. So how do you get water into the system? Well, firstly you take this double-sided connector which comes in the kit, and you push that into one of 4 locations, either side, top or bottom. So push that in first, you can hear the click, and then click your hose on, and now that's ready to go. So turn the tap on and you're in business. Because of our dry climate and the relatively small size of these pots, the critical thing is that water is applied a little and often. Now the perfect way to make that happen is to actually automate the whole system by this new misting or interval timer. In our next instalment, I'm going to show you how to set up this misting interval timer, as well as how you can add additional modules, both to the sides, top and bottom, to turn this into an absolute living wall of glorious colour.
Now, the exciting thing about the vertical garden
is that you can add additional modules, so you can go vertically or horizontally, and in fact you can fill up this entire wall. Wouldn't that be exciting? Now the link between the units is this same connector that we set up to take the hose, and you can literally connect at any of 4 points, horizontally or vertically. In order to do this effectively, the best thing to do is firstly take the pots off and take the unit down so you can actually make those connections on the ground. Now I'm planning to do a 3-tiered vertical installation. We've got the first 2 in position. We need to set up the connector to the wall. So what we do is basically put this one in the position that it's going to finish up in, just like that. And then there's 2 special marker holes. It looks like a little flower there. That's the one that you put your screwdriver through and mark the wall. And there you go, I can hear that coming through. And there's the other one on this side. Press it in, bake the surface, and you'll know where to drill your holes. There and there, beautiful. order to link the systems together, I've found it's easy to take them off the wall and actually link them all up down at ground level. The way to do it, take that double-ended connector, push it into the top there like that, you can hear it click, and then just drop the top unit onto it and click it down. Now all the three panels are connected, it's a matter of lining them up and dropping them into position. And there you go, that's beautiful. Now it's a matter of bunging your pots in. This is what I call a wall of food. What we have here is a combination of herbs as well as cut and come again lettuces and other edible foliage. So there's cress, we've got lettuce, we've also got portulaca, and the foliage of this is lovely in salads, but you can also stir fry it. Then we've got beetroot, thyme and even lemongrass. Now this looks terrific, however there's another option here, and that is we can go horizontally. And that's what I'm about to show you with a wall of flower. Now, how do you like the look of that? Isn't it great? And could you imagine this at your front entrance saying welcome to all your guests? The genius of this system is that you only need to apply water at one point. Just by clicking that on there, it actually supplies water throughout the whole configuration of your modules.
Now, with their North American climate, with their long, hot, dry summers,
and the relatively small size of these pots, it's pretty obvious that water is critical. These plants need a little, but they need a regular supply of moisture. And the way to get that happening automatically is to use this
new misting interval system timer.
Now the system is battery powered, and essentially it's very simple to set up. What you need to do is to set the on button, and that gives you the duration, how long the water is going to be applied. Then there's the off button, which is your interval. Now we'd recommend that you put the water on for 4 to 6 times per day for 1 to 2 minutes. But look, it's going to vary depending on where you are and the plants that you're growing. So the idea is to set it up and then do a bit of trial and error work. The concept is that you want the soil to be nice and moist, and you don't want it running over the drain. You know, the possibilities here are absolutely endless. These pots are so easy to take down and repot. You can make seasonal changes very, very readily.